people, but woe is the person that decided they want to fuck with me, and not because I will do something to them, you know, but because the spirits walk so strong with me, because I'm so loyal to them, that they're going to just act off any type of emotion that I may have. So I have to keep my emotions in check. So I have to love and allow myself to be pleasured and have pleasure and to enjoy every aspect of it, because that is what I am. And pleasure and love will heal. It heals up the tiny sutures in your aura that's been caused by hurt and pain and all those things that fit in that category. So stop allowing people to manipulate you. Get it for yourself. When you begin to put down a book and keep a journal of things that go on in your life, you have created your own book that you can go back and read on and understand. Oh, I did this years ago. I have done so many readings for people that I have books and notebooks of people's readings that they don't even realize that I still got from this day. I have given readings to people and seen them like, do you remember when you told me? I don't remember shit. I don't remember. And a reading can always change. It may not always happen the way that the spirits say, because you can change the energy up, you know, in your reading. But the main thing is that you got to learn how to focus and pay attention to yourself. You have to love yourself more than anything, more than anyone. I love myself more than I love anyone. And when I do that, insecurity cannot step in. It cannot step in. I will go get a rooster and sacrifice it in a minute. I have been told, look, this ain't gonna open up for you. You better go get a bird. I go get a bird, offer it to my spirits, the next day, boom, the shit open up. I'm like, wow, this is all I need to do? And some of you that claim y'all this and that ain't never did no animal sacrifice. Only thing you probably ever did was light a fucking candle, write a fucking spell on a piece of paper, chant it a few times, put down some fruit, and thought you did something. Yeah, you did something, but let me see you go out and get a rooster or a goat or a bull or a pig. Let me see you go out and offer those things up. Let's see how strong you. Oh, I'm an animal lover. I don't want to hurt animals. Then what type of sacrifice are you going to offer? I was watching a movie that was based upon YouTube videos that this guy did called Blood Sacrifice. And he was saying how, oh, Aaliyah was a blood sacrifice. And these people was making all these blood sacrifices to achieve things in their lives. Sacrifices have to be made. If you want to be great and have power, I'm not knocking nobody on how they get it, because that's on them. It does not affect me. I want my kids to be prosperous. I want those that I love to be prosperous. I want my grandkids to grow up not wanting for anything. And as long as I'm here, they're not going to grow up wanting for anything, because they got a priestess for a grandma. And that's a good thing to have, because I will teach them to honor the ancestors. So when I leave this plane here, when it's my time to take my journey, they will say, my grandma is an ancestor. They'll call upon me, and I'm going to help them and help out everybody in my family. So like I said, you have to understand that this is not a game to me. This is my life. You know, my Alekes are full of bull's blood right now. I ain't even going to clean them. I'm just going to let it sit there. I'm just going to let it sit there. Because I know that it's a blessing to be able to carry spirit, to be able to hold it inside of you. It's a blessing to be able to understand the difference between your mind speaking to you and the ancestor's voice. It's a blessing to be able to have that bond and that connection, that they will allow these deities and these spirits to come and to work with you and to help you, without everybody saying, oh, you got to have this credential and you got to do this. Now, I'm going to tell you this, though. There was a law that was passed that as long as you have a minister's license, you can do whatever you want to do as far as it's pertaining to religion. You can sacrifice. So, I got ordained as a minister. So, I can be able to sacrifice my birds. Bury them. Don't throw them in a dumpster. pluck them and eat them. Eat them. You offer a goat, pull that skin back and make some damn curry goat. If you eat meat, you know, sometimes I do a simple meat offering. I'll go get a steak, lamb, goat meat, put it in a pot, cover it in some Florida water, throw some herbs down, like that shit, and there go my offering. Sometimes it's simple as that. So get your mind state out of what's going on with everybody else and what everybody else got, and get it for yourself. You know, I'm tagged in so many pictures on Facebook and so many notes, and people are including me in so many things, and I'm reading this stuff, and some stuff I'm feeling and some stuff I'm not feeling, and some stuff I'm be like, wow, you're saying the same shit, but would you really do this? You're looking very exotic looking, but could you do that? Are you willing to accept this part of you? Are you willing to deny that part of you because somebody feels like that's wrong? Are you still trying to please people? And ain't shit happening. Ain't nothing happening. But in the past year, from November 30th until this November 30th, a lot of good things took place in my life. I was able to travel down to New Orleans, got possessed down there in the cemetery, loved, brought back some dirt, brought back some brick, maybe some red brick dust, brought back a whole bunch of stuff to help me to be able to help others. And, you know, I'm looking forward next year to be able to travel some more and, you know, do things. You know, I'm working on a book. I need to help him finish it because I feel like this is the book for me, because it's a spiritual book and it's talking about my life, and it's, you know, it's part autobiography and, you know, some stuff I add in here and there, but most of the spiritual stuff are things that have happened to me in my life. And I have mastered that. And once you mastered one part of your life, then you move on to the next part. Don't jump back and forth, because guess what's going to happen? You're going to be confused. And then if you find that a certain thing works for you, then just stick to that. Why go out here and dibble and dabble and all this bullshit and none of that shit works for you? And if you're trying to imitate spells out of a book, during that time when them spells was written, that shit might have worked for them. That don't necessarily mean that shit gonna work for you. Because you got the power to create, to make, to cause things to happen without having to rely on what people are saying, what they're doing. Trust me when I tell you this. Everything I'm telling you right now is coming from a life experience. That's it. You know, I joined this mentoring program to mentor young women, and the lady asked me, well, what experience do you have? I said, well, you know, I ain't go to college. I ain't got no college degree in psychology. I'm not a social worker. I have my life experiences. I have my experiences of raising my daughter, of talking to her friends, and of all the bullshit that I went through, dealing with drug dealers, dealing with users, dealing with all these different type of men in my life. You know, just dealing with a lot. That I'm to the point now where I will be 46 December 17th, and I really don't give a fuck about too much. Because if it don't affect me, it ain't got shit to do with me. And if you don't like me, I'm not going to be around you. Because I'm not going to have to keep creating this energy that I got to keep fighting off because you don't like me. I'm not going to keep making those dumb decisions and those dumb choices, because I'm going to reap the benefits. I'm going to reap my blessings. And all these little laws that people want to throw at you, or let me say me, and tell me, oh, you're sinning because you having sex and you're not married. Let me tell you something. The laws of the Bible, they don't apply to me. The reason why? I'm not a Christian. If I was a Christian, I could see. But I'm not a Christian. So therefore, whoever tries to teach you something that you're not does not apply to you. It doesn't apply to you. So I'm going to leave you with this. Remember that everything begins within, without. And within is your ancestors. It's in your DNA. It flows through your body. If you go to sleep and you dream and you ask them, come and talk to me, that'll happen. Have faith and believe that whatever ritual you do is going to work. They may come and tell you to do something I was going through some shit, and one of my sisters from South Carolina, Janae, I love her with all my heart, said, I had a dream about you, that you was walking on a beach, and this lady appeared and told her to take an orange scarf and tie it in 25 knots. She had no idea what I was going through at that time. So I went and got 2 orange handkerchiefs and my orange head wrap, and I tied that shit in 25 knots. And the situation that I was in, it worked. No one would ever think to tie a scarf in 25 knots. For what? But by her calling me and telling me, oh, I had a dream about you, and I listened, because I knew that it was the spirits talking to me. And I did that. I didn't go out here and offer no bird. I didn't go out here and put no fruit down. I didn't go out here and play all this music. I didn't jump around and scream and shout and chant. And all I did was went and got the scarves, tied them in 25 knots, put them up in my closet, and the next day, the shit worked out. And I have been searching and praying for some type of answer. But it was the faith in knowing and believing that they were helping me that caused that situation to work out for me. And I get tested every day. I get tested all the time. I get tested by people who get on my damn nerves with the stupid bullshit that they do. But oftentimes I have to reason within myself, because I know that dealing with certain entities, they will act out on your emotions. So I have to reason within myself to make sure that I stand correct on what I am doing. So this is the second part to honoring your ancestors. I did that video last year, and I got off work. I get off work at midnight, and I was prompted to do this video because of the encouragement words that I got from Pop when he was talking to the people, and just by seeing my strong brothers out there doing their thing. And I'm like, damn, we need more sisters out here wearing their alekes, wearing their stuff around, representing that goddess, that feminine energy, letting them know, look, we on fire for the cause too. You know, let's get together and build, versus trying to get injections in your ass, you know, trying to look fly, trying to look sexy, trying to see who can find the cutest ass pictures. And we don't need that shit. We just got to be ourselves. That's it. And the path will be made clear. The manipulation has got to stop. We have got to stop following so many different people, and understand that what we need and what we want has been, will always been, is right here. It's right here in front of us. It's before us. I honor my ancestors: Henrietta Brown, James Brown, Martha Brown, Herbert Raines, Joseph Bailey, John Pando, Joseph Rodriguez, Maria Rodriguez, Alejandra, to my stepfather Asia Sewell, to my friends Claudia Sims and Sharon Birch, to my cousin Mimi Raines and Stevie Raines, to my grandfather Lawyer Judd. I honor you. I honor my ancestors. I honor all of the Orishas. I honor Obatala, Odudwa, Alegba, Shango, Yewa, Yemiya, Oya, Oshun, Osun, Ochosi, Agayu, Baba Aluwaye, Dada, Inle, the 256 Odu that sit on the left, and the 256 Odu that sit on the right. I honor you. Those names I know, those names I do not know. I honor the Loas. I honor Dambala, Ozule, Mama Frida, Mama Bridget, Baron Zemedi, Gide, Agib, Baka, the Petro rights, the Congo rights, the Rado rights, Simbi Makaya, the Basimbi. I honor you. Those names I know, those names I do not know. I honor Asar, Atenra, Mayat, Nu, Nun, and Nut, Tahuti, Ptah, Sheknet, Ra, Naphtali, Anubis. Those names I know, those names I do not know. I honor all the archangels, the prophets, Melchizedek. Those names I know, those names I do not know. I honor the universe. I honor that which created the universe. The universe is me. I honor myself. And I give honor. And on that note, I thank you and I appreciate you for taking the time to listen to my video. I do readings. My email address is rahlioness@yahoo.com. RAHLIONESS@yahoo.com. If you want to get in contact with me, just to talk to me, just to build with me, please feel free. I love building with like minds. I don't like a whole lot of bullshit, but I like building on a spiritual level. You know, don't call me and be trying to use me and shit. But I will build with you if you want a reading, if you need help with something. I'll try my best to help you. I'll do what I can. So, have a nice day. This is the last month of the year. Make it the best month of the whole year. Make it the best month that you can possibly. 2012 about to come in here. And there's so many predictions and there's so many things that people claim is going to go on next year. Get ready. Be prepared. 1.